Stark warnings from Capitol Police today, concerned that Tucker Carlson's airing of a selectively edited video of January 6th will spawn dangerous conspiracy theories and potentially fuel more violence. In a letter just obtained by NBC News, the Capitol Police chief went even further, blasting the segment as being, quote, filled with offensive and misleading conclusions about the January 6th attack. Carlson's version of the insurrection is that it was nothing more than, as he put it, peaceful chaos. To support that, he showed this video, protesters mostly milling around the Capitol, describing it as proof it was neither an insurrection nor deadly. But it was pulled from 44,000 hours of security camera video, and we don't know how it was edited, and frankly, neither do security officials. Although Carlson claimed they'd run all the video by the Capitol Police, a source tells NBC News they only saw one clip. Carlson, meanwhile, downplayed images like this, describing it as the work of a small number of hooligans and calling majority of protesters meek and orderly. The violence that left 140 officers injured contributed to the deaths of several others and had lawmakers hiding and running for their lives was barely mentioned. I want to bring in NBC's Ali Vitale on Capitol Hill, and Frank Figliuzzi is back with me. Ali, I understand tons of reaction is coming in. What are you hearing?
Yeah, Chris, the reaction is coming in, but it depends which Republican you're asking, and frankly, which side of Congress you're asking those questions on. Because in my conversations with House Republicans in recent days, they've been eager for this footage to come out. In fact, part of the reason why Tucker Carlson has it is because people on the rightmost flank of the Republican Party in the House pressured Speaker Kevin McCarthy during the speakership race to release this footage in the first place. So that's on the House side of this, the way that most Republicans are receiving this footage. On the Senate side, though, much more quick to criticize, and it sounds a little bit like this. Listen.
I think that breaking through glass windows and doors to get into the United States Capitol against the orders of police is a crime. To somehow put that in the same category as a permitted peaceful protest is just a lie.
I think it's bull. I was down there, and I saw maybe a few tourists, a few people who got caught up in things, but when you see police barricades breached, when you see police officers assaulted, all of that, or you had to be in close proximity to it. If you were just a tourist, you should have probably lined up at the visitor center and came in on an orderly basis.
And then, of course, there's the reaction, Chris, that we're getting not just from elected lawmakers, but from Capitol Police and rank and file here themselves. We've seen on Twitter in recent days and recent hours officers who were injured on January 6th showing what happened to them after that day. And then, of course, a letter from Tom Manger, the head of the Capitol Police, to his officers at one point saying the program last night conveniently cherry-picked from the calmer moments of our 41,000 hours of video. He goes on to say the commentary fails to provide context about the chaos and violence that happened before or during these less tense moments. TV commentary will not record the truth for our history books. The justice system will. The truth and justice are on our side. And of course, we know that those hundreds of cases are still working their way through the Department of Justice, but certainly the agreement that we had heard about and what I knew was happening during the January 6th hearings was that when this kind of security footage was going to be used, there was coordination between the Capitol Police and at that point the January 6th committee. I talked about this recently with then Chairman Benny Thompson about how they used to do that, and there were portions where Capitol Police said to them, we don't feel comfortable with you using that, and the committee just didn't use it. Clearly, that's not the kind of coordination that happened with Tucker's show.